lot of time it's sort of a gut feel. You get that sense that something isn't working as smoothly as you think it should, or you have some level of dissatisfaction with, I don't like this, or I had a different vision for this and it's not quite meeting that expectation. And then it becomes that self-reflection of, why isn't it? What are the issues? Where have I dropped the ball? Where could I be better? And then you start looking at the variables that you kind of identify. And so that's sort of the first thing, is like, if my frustration level has increased a little bit, or my stress level has increased, and I'm thinking this just isn't working the way I think it should work or could work. And then I want to always test that gut feel against data and make sure, to the extent I can, that I'm getting some more objective data to back up my thoughts. So if it's a process that I think is taking too long, like, where is that? Let's really go through and figure it out and make sure that we've done the best we can to make that as clean a process as we can, right? And same things apply to meetings. So a meeting needs to be effective, but what's the purpose of the meeting? Is it, in our world, we typically had held weekly team meetings, and we'd bring everybody who was able into a meeting and go through an agenda and walk through that process. And midway through the year, I kind of was feeling like it just seems like there's a lot of meetings and I don't know exactly what we're trying to accomplish with these meetings. And so I changed the rhythm from weekly to monthly. And then the monthly meeting happened a few times. And so I asked for some feedback, and folks said, yeah, it's actually not enough. We need a little bit more time. And what came as a result of that was sort of, I think there's sort of two components or two purposes to these meetings. One, there's a sense of community and camaraderie that comes as a result of that. And so we missed that component when we went to more of a once a month thing, where it felt almost only focused on business and outcomes. And so you didn't have the relational component, you only had the outcome component. And how are we doing on our outcomes, which is important. You got to know those. But even the team was feeling a little bit of that out of balance. And so we're going to change that. And again, that's because of direct feedback, people being willing to speak into the process and say, hey, frankly, I was kind of surprised. I never thought people would ask for more meetings, but you learn by asking questions and not having everything all figured out. And so I think the big thing for me was, let's get the purpose more clearly identified. So I know one meeting is going to focus more on the relational aspect. I don't know exactly strategically how we're going to set that up yet, but the other one will be more on the, how are we doing on our goals and outcomes. And I think strengthening those bonds on both sides help us get to that outcome.